Have you ever wondered why some relationships feel effortless, while others leave you drained or confused? In today's world, it's more important than ever to develop emotional intelligence, those powerful skills that help us navigate our personal and professional lives with clarity, authenticity, and confidence. On this channel, we're diving deep into practical ways to elevate our emotional awareness, build stronger connections, and lead more fulfilling lives. If you're ready to take control of your emotions, transform your relationships, and step into a version of yourself that thrives, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on actionable tips and insights. Let's start the journey together. 1. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is like having a map in the middle of a vast, unpredictable world. It gives you direction, clarity, and a sense of purpose. But have you ever stopped to truly ask yourself, who am I when no one is watching? Taking time to understand your strengths, weaknesses, and emotional triggers is like shining a light into the hidden corners of your mind. Imagine this. You're in a heated conversation, and someone says something that instantly irritates you. Instead of reacting impulsively, self-awareness allows you to pause and ask, why is this bothering me? Is it about them, or is it something within me? That pause, that moment of reflection, is where growth begins. When you start to know yourself, you create a foundation of inner strength. Think of it as building a house. If the foundation is shaky, the entire structure is at risk. But if it's solid, you can weather any storm. In the same way, self-awareness keeps you grounded, even in life's chaos. Practicing self-awareness doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can start small, journaling your thoughts, reflecting on your day, or simply sitting in silence for a few minutes. Ask yourself questions like, what made me happy today? What frustrated me? How did I respond? These small moments of mindfulness can lead to profound insights. And here's the beautiful thing. The more self-aware you become, the better you connect with others. You start to recognize patterns in your relationships, communicate more effectively, and handle conflicts with grace. It's like upgrading the software in your brain. It doesn't just make your life smoother. It benefits everyone around you. But let's be real, it's not always easy. Sometimes, facing yourself can be uncomfortable. You might discover parts of yourself that you'd rather ignore. But isn't that where true transformation happens? When you face those truths, you give yourself permission to grow, evolve, and become the person you're meant to be. So, I'll leave you with this. How well do you really know yourself? What if you took just a few minutes each day to dig a little deeper? You might be surprised by what you find and how it changes your life. 2. Forgiveness and memory. Forgiveness and memory are like two sides of the same coin, each essential for growth and healing. Forgiveness isn't about erasing the past. It's about rewriting your relationship with it. Have you ever held on to anger, thinking it protected you, only to realize it was weighing you down? Forgiveness is the act of setting that weight aside, freeing yourself to move forward. Picture forgiveness as a pair of wings. It allows you to rise above the pain, to soar into new possibilities. But memory? Memory is the roots of the tree, anchoring you to wisdom and lessons learned. Together, they keep you balanced, grounded enough to remember, yet free enough to let go. Think of someone who hurt you. Maybe a friend betrayed your trust or a family member said something that cut deep. Forgiveness doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen or inviting them back into your life. It means saying, this happened, but it doesn't define me or control me anymore. It's a powerful way to reclaim your energy and your peace. And yet, memory plays its part too. It's your inner compass, helping you avoid the same pitfalls and reminding you of the resilience you've gained. Without memory, you risk repeating patterns that hurt you. Without forgiveness, you remain trapped in those patterns. Together, they teach you to rise and evolve. It's not always easy, of course. Forgiveness can feel like giving up power. But in reality, it's the opposite. It's the ultimate act of self-empowerment. You're choosing peace over pain, growth over grudges. And memory? It's not about dwelling on the past, but learning from it, like a wise mentor guiding you forward. So, how do you forgive? Start small. Write down what hurt you. Acknowledge the pain, and then ask yourself, how can I use this to grow? Pair that reflection with gratitude for the lessons you've learned. Over time, the hurt becomes lighter and the wisdom becomes clearer. What's holding you back right now? Is it time to loosen your grip on resentment? To let forgiveness be your wings and memory be your roots? If so, take the first step. You deserve the freedom that comes with both. 3. Emotional stability. Emotional stability is like navigating stormy waters with a steady hand on the wheel. It doesn't mean the waves of life won't crash against you. They will. But stability is about staying upright, staying present, and refusing to let the chaos pull you under. How often do we let other people's negativity seep into our minds, disrupting our peace? What if instead, you chose to anchor yourself in calm? Mindfulness is your compass here. It's not about shutting off emotions, but observing them without letting them take over. Imagine standing by a river, watching your thoughts and feelings flow by. Some are calm streams, others raging rapids, but you're simply there, watching. Practicing mindfulness daily builds this resilience, allowing you to respond to life instead of reacting impulsively. Stress management is another tool in your emotional toolkit. Think about the last time stress took hold of you. Did you snap at someone, lose focus, or feel overwhelmed? Now imagine pausing, taking a deep breath, and grounding yourself before responding. Simple habits like journaling, meditating, or even going for a walk can work wonders in maintaining your balance. But let's not sugarcoat it. Dealing with negative people can feel draining. Ever been in a room where someone's bad mood felt contagious? Emotional stability means learning to separate their storm from your sky. Set boundaries, practice empathy, but remember, it's not your job to carry someone else's negativity. Building emotional stability takes time, but the rewards are profound. You'll find yourself more patient, more focused, and less swayed by external chaos. And that's empowering. Life won't stop throwing challenges your way, but with a steady emotional foundation, you'll face them with clarity and strength. What small steps can you take today? Maybe pause for a moment when emotions run high. Maybe take a few minutes to meditate or jot down what you're grateful for. Start somewhere and watch as your ability to navigate life's currents grows stronger. 4. Setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and self-care, like building a sturdy fence around your personal garden. Without it, how can you protect your time, energy, and mental well-being? But here's the truth. Boundaries aren't walls to shut others out. They're bridges to healthier, more respectful relationships. Have you ever felt overwhelmed because you said yes when your heart wanted to say no? Maybe you agreed to take on extra work or attend an event when you were exhausted. Setting boundaries means tuning in to your needs and valuing them enough to express them clearly. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Saying no can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're a people pleaser. But think of it this way. Every time you say yes to something that drains you, you're saying no to something that matters to you. What if you flip that equation? Practice small no's at first, and you'll realize the world doesn't crumble when you assert yourself. Clear communication is your best ally here. Boundaries often fail not because they're unreasonable, but because they're unspoken. How can someone respect your limits if they don't know them? Whether it's asking for quiet time at home or setting expectations at work, be kind yet firm. Use I statements. I need some time to recharge. Sounds less confrontational and more about mutual understanding. And remember, boundaries aren't just about saying no. They're also about making space for the right things, relationships, passions, rest. When you set limits, you're telling yourself and others that your needs matter. That's powerful. So, where in your life could you use stronger boundaries? Is there a friend who always asks too much or a habit that eats away at your time? Start there. Boundaries may feel daunting at first, but they're the key to living authentically and fostering relationships rooted in mutual respect. 5. Energy intelligence. Energy is your most valuable currency. How are you spending it? Managing energy isn't just about surviving the day. It's about thriving in the long run. Think of it like maintaining a rechargeable battery. When was the last time you checked yours? Are you running on full charge or just barely making it to the next outlet? Recharging your energy isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. Meditation, for instance, can be a quick reset button. for your mind, helping you focus and find calm amid chaos. Imagine starting your day with just 5 minutes of deep breathing. How much more clarity could you gain? Similarly, what you feed your body directly impacts your energy levels. Swap out that mid-afternoon sugar rush for a handful of nuts or a piece of fruit and feel the difference. Healthy living isn't just about routines. It's about choices. Small, consistent actions, like staying hydrated, moving your body, or getting enough sleep, build a foundation for lasting energy. But here's the twist. It's not just about the energy you gain, but also the energy you radiate. Ever notice how someone's enthusiasm can light up a room, or negativity can drain everyone around? Your energy doesn't just stay with you. It shapes your environment. So, how can you be more intentional with your energy? Start by identifying your leaks. Is it doom scrolling late at night? Overcommitting to plans? Then, make space for activities that truly recharge you. Maybe it's a walk in nature, journaling, or spending time with people who uplift you. Energy management is a skill, and like any skill, it gets better with practice. By nurturing your body and mind, you not only improve your own well-being, but also contribute positively to the world around you. What steps will you take today to fuel your energy and share it wisely? 6. Focus on goals. Have you ever felt like you're sailing on a vast ocean, with waves of distractions pulling you in every direction? That's life. But what if I told you that you have your own personal lighthouse to guide you through it all? Your goals. When you focus on them, they serve as that steady beacon, cutting through the fog of confusion and leading you to the shore of success. It's easy to get distracted, whether it's the negative voices around you or the little setbacks that seem to pop up every other day. But here's where emotional intelligence comes in. The ability to stay calm, centered, and focused even when the storm is raging. It's about recognizing what truly matters and tuning out the noise. Can you remember a time when someone's doubt or criticism almost made you second-guess yourself? But you pushed through because your goals were stronger than the doubt. Keep your goals in sight, even on the toughest days. When the going gets tough, it's tempting to lose track, to change course, or to throw in the towel. But that's when the most growth happens, when you keep moving forward despite the obstacles. Just like a lighthouse doesn't give up guiding ships, no matter how fierce the storm, your goals will guide you through the tough times too. So how do you maintain that focus? Start by breaking your goals down into smaller, manageable steps. Celebrate each win along the way, no matter how small. This keeps your motivation high. And don't be afraid to reevaluate your goals as you grow. Are they still aligned with your values? Are they pushing you toward the person you want to become? You have the power to stay focused on your destination. The question is, are you ready to embrace your inner lighthouse and navigate your way through the noise? Your future self will thank you for the commitment you make today. 7. Seeking support. Have you ever felt like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're trying to carry it all by yourself? The truth is, you don't have to. Life's challenges can be overwhelming, but reaching out for support can make all the difference. Imagine trying to climb a mountain alone. It's exhausting, right? But if you have a team of people cheering you on, offering a helping hand, the climb becomes a little less daunting. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to ask for help. Sometimes, the best thing you can do for yourself is to let others in. Whether it's a friend who listens without judgment, family who lifts your spirits, or a professional who offers expert advice, their support can offer you a fresh perspective. Have you ever had a conversation that completely changed how you saw a situation? That's the power of connection. We're not meant to navigate life alone. Every person you meet has something valuable to offer. Their experiences, their wisdom, their love. It all helps to broaden your view and make you stronger. You don't have to solve everything by yourself, and you don't have to do it in silence. Asking for support doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. It's a sign of strength, of knowing that while you're capable, you don't have to do everything alone. So, think about who in your life you can turn to when things get tough. Who makes you feel understood? Who offers guidance when you're feeling lost? Remember, seeking support is not just about finding solutions. Sometimes, it's simply about sharing the load, knowing that you're not alone on your journey. And that sense of togetherness? It's powerful. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward, step by step, no matter what challenges come your way. So, are you ready to reach out and let someone walk with you? 8. Control of negative self-talk. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough? We all have those moments, right? Negative self-talk can sneak in at the most unexpected times, making us doubt our abilities and our worth. But what if you could transform that inner critic into your biggest supporter? Imagine this. When those negative thoughts pop up, instead of letting them take over, you could reframe them. Instead of saying, I'll never succeed, try. This is a challenge, but I can learn and grow from it. It's about changing your perspective, shifting the lens through which you view yourself and your circumstances. One powerful tool to combat negative self-talk is mindfulness. By staying present in the moment, you can catch yourself before spiraling into self-criticism. Take a deep breath, acknowledge the thought without judgment, and then release it. It's like a mental reset, allowing you to step back from the negativity and choose a more empowering thought. Gratitude is another game changer. When we focus on what's good in our lives, it's harder for negative thoughts to take over. Instead of fixating on your flaws, celebrate what makes you unique and capable. A simple thank you for your strengths can help shift the energy from self-doubt to self-appreciation. And let's not forget self-compassion. We are often our own toughest critics, but we deserve the same kindness and understanding we offer others. When you slip up, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes. You're learning, growing, and doing your best. That's enough. So next time that inner voice starts criticizing, ask yourself, is this thought helping me or holding me back? Choose to let go of the negative and replace it with something empowering. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. You have the power to transform your thoughts, and in doing so, you transform your life. Are you ready to take control of your self-talk and turn it into your greatest motivator? 9. Solution-oriented approach. Solution-oriented thinking is like flipping a switch from darkness to light. When you focus on finding solutions instead of just pointing out problems, everything shifts. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a situation only to realize later that the solution was just a small mindset change away? Instead of getting bogged down by the problem, ask yourself, what can I do right now to move forward? It's about being creative and adaptable, seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. Think of the last obstacle you faced. Did you dwell on the issue, or did you take a step back and reframe it? Maybe you sought a new perspective from someone else or found an unexpected way to tackle the problem. That's the essence of a solution-oriented approach. It's not about ignoring the difficulty, but about choosing to focus on how you can turn it around. Being solution-oriented also means collaborating with others. Two heads are often better than one. And when you're open to learning from others, you often uncover solutions that would have never occurred to you alone. The next time you're faced with a challenge, ask for help, share ideas, and work together. It's okay to feel frustrated or overwhelmed sometimes. Those emotions are valid. But don't let them keep you stuck. Instead, use that energy to fuel your creativity and drive. Embrace the mindset that every challenge is just a stepping stone on your path to growth. 10. Avoiding unnecessary arguments. Avoiding unnecessary arguments is like choosing peace over conflict. How many times have you found yourself caught up in a debate that, in the end, didn't really matter? It's easy to get caught in the heat of the moment, especially when emotions run high. But here's the thing. Not every disagreement needs to be fought. Sometimes, the best way to win is to walk away. When you're in a conversation that's turning into an argument, instead of pushing your point harder, try asking questions. This shifts the focus from winning to understanding. Have you ever noticed how a simple, calm question can defuse tension in a heated discussion? Instead of saying, "You're wrong," try, "Can you explain why you think that?" It opens the door for dialogue and keeps the tone respectful. It's also important to recognize when it's time to step back. You don't have to fight every battle. When you feel the conversation is going nowhere or becoming toxic, it's okay to quietly exit. By doing this, you protect your mental peace and avoid unnecessary stress. Taking a step back doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise enough to know when to preserve your energy. In the end, it's not about being right. It's about staying centered and choosing your peace over proving a point. After all, what's more valuable, being right in a moment or keeping your inner calm for the long run? The choice is yours. 11. Detection of false cordiality. Detecting false cordiality is like learning to read between the lines. Have you ever met someone who smiled and nodded, but something just didn't feel right? It's in those moments that paying attention to body language, tone of voice, and actions can reveal the truth. Sometimes, what's being said doesn't match the energy behind it. Take a moment to observe. Does the person's body language align with their words? Are they avoiding eye contact, or do their gestures seem stiff or forced? These subtle signs can tell you more than their words ever will. Trust your intuition. If something feels off, it often is. In relationships, whether personal or professional, we all crave authenticity. It's easy to get caught up in the surface-level pleasantries, but real connections are built on trust and respect. When you sense insincerity, it's important to pause and reassess the situation. You don't need to call it out immediately, but take it as a sign to protect your boundaries and invest your time and energy where it's truly appreciated. Building strong, honest relationships starts with recognizing when something isn't genuine. It's about being aware of the dynamics around you and choosing to engage in ways that feel real and true to you. When you focus on sincerity, your connections will deepen and you'll attract people who value authenticity just as much as you do. I hope today's video has inspired you to take your emotional intelligence to the next level. Whether it's detecting false cordiality or setting healthy boundaries, the tools you need to create positive change are within your reach. But here's the thing. Knowledge is only powerful when put into action. So, I challenge you to take one thing from today's video and apply it in your life this week. Remember, small steps lead to big transformations. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone who might benefit. And as always, subscribe for more insightful content. Let's grow together, one step at a time.